Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Jazz. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Heat, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, at the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo, and it's Nunn in at the point. And for Toronto, Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Early on, players vying for larger roles and more minutes. And Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet. Obviously, guys are looking to prove themselves from the very moment that ball is tipped up in the air. And who gets a rhythm early? Who starts off strong? Let's see.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Pass to Gasol. Toronto working the ball around now. There's the pass to Lowry. Shoots it. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Lowry.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Outside Butler. Adebayo against Siakam. Low block shot on the way. And Adebayo with a nice bucket inside.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
Gasol finds Van Vliet. Lets a floater go. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Now here's Butler. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Here's Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Van Vliet looking around. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Gasol. They get it again. Here's Nunn. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Van Vliet kicks to Johnson. Back to Van Vliet. There's the 3. A new 14 for the Raptors. Outside for Lowry. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Down low, here's Adebayo. Good D by Siakam.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Butler against Lowry. Six on the shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, small frame, but big heart. How about Kyle Lowry's toughness on the finish through contact?
Nunn passes to Winslow. Over to the wing. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Raptors trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Lowry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, you think about the most important players in Toronto Raptors history. Vince Carter probably number 1. DeMar DeRozan would be on that list. But boy, Kyle Lowry has got to be there as well. Remarkable how far they've come since he joined the team back in 2012.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And the Raptors and Lowry both grew together, Doris, wouldn't you say?
A marriage made in heaven. Kyle Lowry has always played with a huge chip on his shoulder. He still carries that edge, but that maturity and leadership turned into a championship in Toronto. Doesn't get better than that.
Now here's Leonard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Butler. From past the arc. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Lowry. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Nunn. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Adebayo. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Marc Gasol. 8th in three-point shooting. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And back to his efficiency from 3. As you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball. But really to no avail.
Well, you love to see Siakam get going. This guy is so good at getting to his spots and converting.
Here's Nunn, covered by Van Vliet. Nunn passes to Winslow. Leonard against Gasol. Winslow dishes to Leonard.
And last season, the first ever NBA Finals for the Toronto Raptors.
What a tremendous run, Greg. Think about it. In the Eastern Conference Finals, they go down 0-2 before winning 4 straight to close out the Bucks. And forget about the city of Toronto. The entire country of Canada was on fire for Raptors basketball. And how do they reward them? NBA championship.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebound or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Now here's Winslow. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Lowry can't get it to go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Butler trying to get open is Adebayo. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 5 now.
Explosive drive by Jimmy Butler. Defender draped all over him. Forget about it.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Van Vliet with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Here's Nunn. To the paint. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And here are the Raptors now after the Heat pick up 2. From the corner. Misses off the left iron.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Well, that's the craftiness that Jimmy Butler brings to the game. He catches the defender slightly out of position.
First trip to the line for him here.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
First one falls for him. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Robinson's checked in for Miami. And here is Powell. His last outing, he had 8 points. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got 7 points in the game.
Well, this guy can navigate around a basketball court with the best of them. Kyle Lowry in a catch and shoot, turn the lights out.
Pass to Johnson. Shoots. The shot comes out, and Toronto will go the other way with it. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Knocked loose and taken away by Johnson. Here's Hero. Guarded by Powell. Hero passes to Johnson. Rebound by the Raptors.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Thomas checked in for the Raptors. And Miami also making a switch. Butler's checked in. Powell, the pass to Anunoby. Raptors moving the ball around. Back to Thomas.
Switch.
Passes it to Powell. Clock at 6. Toronto needs to get off a shot. The 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. The Heat in 5th.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Pass to Butler. Lets it go from the wing. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Powell, no one around him, sinks the triple.
absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
Thomas against Dragic. Inside. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Dragic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Well, let's remember, Serge Ibaka is a defensive presence. This guy, an elite shot blocker early in his career, and he is now a capable scorer from just about anywhere.
Now here's points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Robinson. Up again, and Butler with the second chance points. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
One thing we know about Jimmy Butler, he's going to stay in a play. Nice job on the offensive glass.
Pass to Powell. Kicks to Ibaka from about 16, and that one drops. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Well, let's remember, at his size, this is a very mobile 4. He can stretch the defense, and in this instance, just does some work in the pick and roll.
Now here's Dragic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Olynyk against Ibaka. Olynyk the pass to Robinson. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't it?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
First free throw is good. Robinson hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Butler against Powell. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Anunoby. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Olynyk.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
And that one misses. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby, and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Greg, talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
And the second free throw, good.
And it seems like every team is in search of the, quote, power wing. The guys that have the quickness to defend on the perimeter and the strength to battle inside. OG Anunoby certainly fits the bill.
Now here's Dragic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Butler missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Powell. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. The dish now to Thomas. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ibaka's got 7 points in the game.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Back to Dragic. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Butler against Powell. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Raptors out in front, leading by just one. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the court for Miami here in the second. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. James Johnson is out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Robinson in at the three. And here is Powell after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic. Butler with the steal. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, gentlemen, you know the expression, go big or go home. Jimmy Butler attacking with ferocity.
Raptors trail by 4. Now here's Powell. Rebound by Olynyk.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Raptors shooting reasonably well, 45%. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Johnson with the block, and he gets it back. They get it back. Thomas passes it to Anunoby. Five on the clock. He kicks it to Powell. Looking to end the run. That one, no good. And Miami the other way now. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And coming into that one, looking to be competitive, but the disparity in talent, just too great.
You have the sense, Greg, that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Thomas. Now Powell. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 8. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Dragic. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Guys, Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Some changes for Toronto. Pascal Siakam comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And Winslow subbed in for Robinson. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
And here is Siakam after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Outside for Lowry. Trying to end the drought. Sinks the three-pointer. Lowry's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Butler passes to Leonard. Over Gasol. Leonard, no luck. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Raptors trail by 8. VanVleet with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And Siakam throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Butler. He's got 14. Pass to Hero. Toronto grabs the miss. And here is Johnson. Offensive rebound. Misses the layup.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Hero passes to Winslow. Out to the wing. From deep. Hero, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's VanVleet. Defense right on him. Here's Siakam. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Johnson. There's Winslow. And stolen by Siakam. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Raptors trail by 6. Here's VanVleet. And Butler sends it back.
Terrific anticipation. Butler reads that play, sends it back.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Toronto shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. And again, Toronto no luck. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Dora, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, and times are changing, dream big. There's nothing that's impossible, and I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And so he makes both from the line. Raptors trail by 10. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's Hero. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
No good on that one.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 11. And it's sent back by Leonard. And that one is good. That's 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
He's been a marksman this period. The shot mechanics finally in sync.
And here are the Heat now. They're on a 17-7 run. Nunn passes to Hero. Adebayo against Siakam. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night. Johnson in the corner. Lets it go from deep. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
I tell you, never misses a chance to drop a dime. As usual, Lowry one step ahead of everyone, setting up the bucket.
Nunn passes to Winslow. To the middle. Nunn, that's good. And the Heat lead by 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Rebound by the Heat. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Nunn. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol. For Miami, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. That free throw good from Leonard. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. He hits both from the stripe. Raptors trail by 8. Now Siakam. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Toronto, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. Now, here's Siakam. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Just 5 on the clock. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt. Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris, defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Toronto. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Gasol. And Thomas subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Miami, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Myers Leonard. And it's Dragic in for Winslow. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Out of Cameroon, Pascal Siakam, drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis-Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes. Extends out and sends it back.
Johnson kicks to Olynyk, and the layup's good off the glass. Olynyk's got his second bucket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here is Thomas, following the score by Miami.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. A 12-point game. Hollis-Jefferson finds Siakam. Looking to end his cold spell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Johnson.
I think, guys, maybe what you appreciate most about Pascal Siakam is his versatility. He can score from a number of areas. He can guard multiple positions. There is a lot to like about this young man.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Siakam hits them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
1:14 left in the first half of the game. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And again, Toronto no up. The Heat leading by 10. Outside Dragic. The pass to Hero. Outside Robinson. Shoots from 12. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Lowry inside the line. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You get the sense Kyle Lowry's eyes open wide. If he's in the open floor and gets up court, look out.
To the wing right side. Here's Olynyk. That shot off. And Toronto will come the other way. Thomas goes in. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Siakam with it. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat lead by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, it's about time Jimmy Butler decided to take over. Something we know he can do. Tough, physical, skilled, and when he's got that jumper working, woo-wee.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Raptors trail by 10. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Here's Nunn, covered by Van Vliet. There's Winslow. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Raptors trail by 8. It's stolen by Adebayo. Kicks to Leonard. Outside Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Fades and shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
Knocked away and stolen by Butler. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. To the paint and stolen by Siakam. And here is Van Vliet. Nunn grabs the board.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. Nunn can't get it to fall. And even 3-on-3 break. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Siakam.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Raptors making a change here. Powell's checked in. Now here's Van Vliet. T right on him. Pass to Gasol. Rebound by the Heat. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. They get the rebound. Butler. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Siakam misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And Siakam throws it down.
Pascal Siakam, the efficiency, the willingness to go ahead and pile up some points. Nicely done here.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Leonard dishes to Winslow. Gasol against Leonard. 6 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Butler from outside. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Anunoby, he's checked in for Johnson. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Van Vliet. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred Van Vliet. Never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. Van Vliet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred Van Vliet will deliver.
And that one misses. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat, leading by 5. And there's the pass to Winslow. Outside Butler. Leonard against Gasol. Shoots a fader. And it's Leonard missing. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Miami leading by 5. Adebayo passes to Nunn. And he makes that one. Nunn's got 5 now. Here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. Passes to Powell. Pass to Gasol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
The first one falls. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Now here's Butler. He's got 18. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And the first one drops. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Well, you simply must respect the intelligence and all-around skill of Jimmy Butler. This guy has become elite on both ends of the floor, and he's done it by putting in the work.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 5. It's deflected.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Nunn. 5 points in the game. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Winslow. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Marc Gasol. No good on the free throw, and the Heat making a change here. And he sinks the second.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Powell. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Now Dragic. He has 6. He kicks it to Winslow. Butler with the ball. On the wing, Johnson. The offensive rebound goes back up. It's blocked.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Heat also with the sub. Heroes checked in for Winslow. Here's Anunoby.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And here's a look at some numbers for Butler.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Here's Anunoby.
Well, you have to love the contest from Kelly Olynyk right there. He doesn't give an inch to his man. Love it.
Butler attacking.
Looking now at some numbers for Butler. Some impressive play from him over the last month. Averaging about 23 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And here is Van Vliet. He has 5. Now here's Powell. To end the drought, Ibaka, no luck.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Pass to Hero. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Hero's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami. The pass to Ibaka. Ripped away. Hero passes to Butler. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They get it back. There's Hollis Jefferson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How about the toughness, Kevin, from Hollis Jefferson on the interior? Fantastic at using his length close to the rack to get that contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson.
One of the things you have to love, Kevin, about Hollis Jefferson is his energy. You know he's going to give you everything he's got on a night-by-night basis.
Robinson's checked in for Butler. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Dragic. 6 points for him. Passes it to Olynyk. Down low. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Olynyk. And the Heat lead by 13. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Dragic. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
How about the fast hands of Hollis Jefferson showing a really good feel on the defensive end.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. And some changes here for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam comes in for OG Anunoby. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. That one misses. The Heat leading by 10. 18 feet out. Rebound by the Raptors. Lowry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hollis Jefferson. Here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We have seen Pascal Siakam's confidence improve dramatically. This guy is becoming a problem as a scorer.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Dragic dishes to Johnson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 8 points for James Johnson.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Lowry passes to Hollis Jefferson. Fires the three. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Lowry.
Well, a trifecta from Kyle Lowry. This guy gets great lift on his jump shot.
Dragic against Siakam. And he gets it to go. Dragic has got 8.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Ibaka outside. Back to Siakam. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Dragic the pass to Hero. Kicks it to Johnson. Here's Adebayo. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And Siakam throws it down.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Hero. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Toronto with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Lowry finds Ibaka. Over Adebayo. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Johnson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And now it's a 10-point Heat lead.
And they're just doomed if they keep letting them post up like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Here is Lowry following the score by James Johnson. And again, Toronto no up. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Off target from outside. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Seven seconds left in the 3rd. There's Dragic with the 3. He's off on that one. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Heat leading by 10. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Heat leading by 10. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Heat, Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. The Raptors shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Ibaka outside. Here's Lowry. Kept alive. And Miami shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Hero. A beautiful reverse layup. Heroes got the lead up to 14 now for Miami.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And here are the Raptors now. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Lowry can't get it to go. Here's Hero. Now the pass to Adebayo. Knocks it loose. Dragic left side. Plenty of space. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Robinson. Hollis Jefferson passes to Ibaka. Outside Lowry, just 5 to shoot. That shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Hero passes to Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the Raptors call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. And the Heat making a change here. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From deep, Johnson gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Here's none, covered by VanVleet. Passes to Hero. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Heroes got 10 points in just the second half. Raptors trail by 16. Siakam looking around. Rebound by the Heat.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Hero. Pass to Nunn. Up and in on the layup. And the Heat lead by 16.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Siakam. It's rebounded by Leonard. He'd have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
2 shots. 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Siakam. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hero. Pulls up. Miami no good on that time either. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 18. Feeds it to Gasol. And it's in there.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And Miami shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Here's none. Covered by Van Vliet. And stolen by Siakam. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Van Vliet passes to Johnson. Here's the floater. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Miami called for the foul. And the first one at the line is good. Butler, he's checked in for Hero. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat leading by 14. Here's none. Tipped away. Stolen by Van Vliet. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Now, here's Adebayo. He kicks to Winslow from downtown. Cans it from downtown. And the Heat lead by 15.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And here is Van Vliet. After Justice Winslow getting his shot to go from deep, outside Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's none. Kicks it to Winslow. The pass to Adebayo. Over Siakam. That's tipped. To the inside. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Lowry.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's none. Passes it to Adebayo. On the wing, Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Butler. Over Gasol. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Lowry's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Siakam. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Heat leading by 10. Pass to Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Good on both. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Winslow kicks to Butler. Over Lowry. And it's Butler missing.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Van Vliet. Miami grabs the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Miami leading by 14. Here's Nunn. Here's Butler.
How about the defense of Pascal Siakam? This guy likes making it tough on the offensive player.
That one drops for him. That's 12 points for Stanley Johnson.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Here's Winslow. He drains the quick shot. Siakam with it. Beyond the arc, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
The Heat have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Nunn. Butler passes to Adebayo. Clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And that one against the Bulls, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Winslow, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 12. And the Raptors call time here. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Miami leading by 12. Pass to Winslow. Butler on the wing. Leonard inside, now recovering, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Siakam, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
So he gets them both. Raptors trail by 14. And here's Lowry. The tray. Rebound by Butler.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Nunn passes to Butler. 17-foot shot on the way. Nunn can't get it to fall. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. At the elbow, it's Gasol. He kicks it to Lowry. Just 4 to shoot. And again, no good by Toronto. Miami leading by 14. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Winslow. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Miami.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jimmy Butler.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Here's Lowry. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. Count it. Good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Nunn. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.